You dating my ex. Okay, you getting more out of my ex than I got out of her. I'm not about to pocket watch your relationship or love watch your
It's a
relationship.
different
Yeah,
formula.
you doing it. You doing whatever this is better than I was doing. So I'm not going to take that personal. Guess what? You figured out the key to the code. You know what I'm saying? I only had door number 1. You got to door number 5. You winning. Salute. But if it keeps on happening, then that means I need to be a better locksmith.
I get that. I get that.
I agree, but I also think that we have to look at this in stages. And Marie just brought it up. Like, you know, when you grieve, there's like stages of grief. So it's like you're gonna grieve the relationship. You're gonna go through whatever stages that is. I don't know, how long does it take? 5 months, 6 months, or whatever.
I don't know. Everybody's different. I don't know.
I mean,
First
for
of all,
a
Aaron
5-year
doesn't have
relationship,
heartbreaks.
I would.
That's one.
No, but I would think that for someone you've been with for 5 years, it's gonna take some time. That's what I'm saying, and I know it's gonna take some time. But just make sure that's not all you're doing. You're not just sitting around grieving, being depressed. Make sure you getting some self-care in there. Make sure you figuring yourself out. That's what I was saying. I know that's not exactly what Marie was saying.
So look, let's check this out, right? So let's ask we're gonna ask this question. So we're gonna ask this question so we can actually build some perspective for the audience and the viewers, for those watching, right? Is there, and if there is, what is? But is there basically a draft period for you to get a ring in a relationship or, in life, for, women or men?
Absolutely. I think that, and Alan gave literally the best example, calling it a draft, because I don't think you can go into something and prematurely want a ring, because you're going to be disappointed. Just like he just said, going in, you're a sophomore. When did LeBron play his senior year in high school?
He didn't play any. He didn't play any college.
No college.
He was the last one to do that.
Exactly. So LeBron, and we know that is LeBron. So in high school, cool. LeBron could have that type of expectation to get drafted out of high school, but everybody else can't. I think that we have to look at delusion. We got to look at reality, because if you were a senior and you were good, but you weren't good enough for the league, you got to go to college and play some college ball and develop your game, because otherwise now you're delusional. And you get into your first year, you think about entering a draft. All the like Mel Kipers and all of them are saying, no, you're not ready yet. Your coach is saying, good, but not good enough. Okay, you like, cool. Second year, same thing. Like, when it's getting between that second and third year, you really got to start figuring out, well, what if I'm not good enough for the league? You may go ahead and see your way through, get your degree, finish your 4th year, maybe a red shirt 5th year or whatever. And now you got one chance.
Go to a combine, become a free agent.
Right. You literally just got one more chance, but you've had a lot of time to assess your game. You've had a lot of time to figure it out. You've had a lot of time to look at your prospects. And if ain't shit popped off, now what?
And that is why I would suggest.
Then you go overseas.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
You go overseas. Passport bros. There you go.
That's a good point. But this is what I say, to younger women. And, some women might get upset with me saying this, but you can't play with your young years. I don't care how you want to tell yourself that we got to have our hot girl summer, we got to do what we want to do. It's cute until you see all your other friends around you getting married. You see everybody's life is growing into a direction that you're still in the club at 38, 35. You're still in the club and you saying, damn, you done been in everybody baby shower and you done been 12 bridesmaids and no ring is coming. So this is, and it's unfortunate that I got to say that,
expensive.
But this is what happened. And them dresses expensive.
Start rejecting the bridesmaids offers.
I got so many bridesmaid dresses before I got my ring, so it's not fun. So my thing is that, don't play with your young years. Those are your best years, yes. And also as you get older, it's great years too in a different way. But don't play with your young years. If you're going to waste your time just being a hot girl, sleeping with him and him and him, and to each his own, to each his and her, to each his own, no judgment here. But I'm just saying that you have to consider your years. And you can't expect a man to see you running for Miami every year, you in Dubai, you doing every single thing that give nothing as wife material and then expect to be married.
can't go to
You can't
Dubai.
expect that. You could go to Dubai and get pissed on if you want to.
Oh wow.
That's
What?
do.
Wait,
That's what they do. You can do whatever you want
wait,
to do.
Dubai getting pissed on.
That's most,
What?
that's
what
not
is the
every situation, but I'm just saying everyone have different things that they're doing in their lives, right?
What's the
And
correlation there?
You don't know the
No, there's
correlation?
like a-
That's
About the pissing?
There's
That's
a
a
narrative
stereotype, yeah.
that women are flying over there and being
Yeah.
urinated
Yeah.
on for a hefty bag.
A hefty bag.
I actually
heard that
just saw.
before.
Well, that's because
Really?
you're young.
Wow.
I
Aw.
knew you were gonna say that.
It ain't because she's young. It's her
You're
age
so
going over there.
predictable.
No, they've been going over there since before I was her age. They was over there.
No, but I'm just saying that, so young women have to consider themselves. They have to think about their time. Whether y'all want to tell yourself y'all got time, there is no time. The time is to develop your career, develop yourself, and that's cute. But if you come from a family and you looking to want to get married and have children, if you take your whole youth and you in the club drinking liquor, smoking hookah, nothing is wrong with doing that, ladies. I'm not judging y'all. But if that is your whole agenda from 21 to 35, don't be mad if that man don't see you as a marriage material. That's just it.
And the thing is, too, I'm gonna give a flip perspective, right? So I love the fact that we're using the analogy to compare like a relationship with, NBA and high school and college basketball, for this matter. Men need to understand that there's a reason why the new college rule of 1 year is mandatory was implemented, because there were a lot of flops
Yeah.
that came straight out of high school to the league. You know what I'm saying? So when LeBron was the last one, every girl is not LeBron. Every girl don't get married in 1 year. Every girl doesn't get proposed to in 6 months. Every girl is not worth that. Some of them gotta have that 1 year of college eligibility done.
Development,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? You gotta do that so you can test it out to see, are they truly built for whatever this relationship is gonna cultivate to be. That's just my perspective on it. But if you do fall off, ladies, there's a reason why they have something called the G League.
What's the G League?
There's something called the
That's
G
either
League.
like side chick or, mistress.
No,
what
that's
it
not.
is?
No. G League is more so like this. Okay,
You can rebound.
Yeah,
Gotta
you.
get back.
So this is the thing, right? So a lot of people with people go to the G League for two
And
reasons.
overseas.
Overseas is different, right? Because
No, but this is an option, ain't it?
yeah, but overseas is never. Like, I won't say never, but the respect that you play overseas and get into the NBA is very hard.
It's hard.
You're just
You
gonna
can't
be an
go back.
overseas player, right? But for the ladies that think that they were in the game, right? You got drafted. Somewhere you fell off. So they sent you to the G League. That means you gotta go practice, get your game back up, and then we could bring you back up. Or maybe you got suspended. All right, you in timeout. You just gotta sit, do your time. The problem is if you don't practice while you in the G League, when you get back to the NBA, they gonna send you out the league.
Yeah.
Because they're like, oh, we thought you was the wife material, but you're not. We gave you a chance to sharpen your tools. You played around. You wanted to be 38 in the club now because you have this the first time you've been single. Now you done up. Now you out the game for good.
Damn.
That's a good
Retire your jersey.
It's done. It's over with.
Based on what Tia's saying,
And I'm gonna say this, and I've been married, and now that I'm in the single market, it's not easy, and I'm the 35 to 40. So now, I said my age. But anyway,
Can I ask you a question?
what?
What is the youngest age of a man you would attempt to take serious?
38.
Oh, damn. Oh. So what if he was like 32?
I don't want that. That's a child. You go play with your mother. Don't play with me. You ain't gonna waste my goddamn time. That's a child. A 32-year-old ain't gonna come mess up the rest of my summers. Let me tell you something right now. Let me say this real quick. When you are 40 years old, you have a certain amount of summers left. I've heard this once before, and I believe it. When you 40, you don't want to play with your summers. I do not have time for no 30-year-old to come tell me some lies and play with my life, especially if he hasn't had experience with children and marriage and life. I don't need it. And I don't want a divorcee either that just came out of a divorce. I don't want those men either. He can stay where he at because he's not looking to be married again. So he going to come waste my time too. That's why I tell young women that are 35 and don't have children, stay away from recent men that are divorced. They're going to waste your time. You're never going to get that ring.
Really?
No.
I might
He
just do it
wants to
again.
play. You're a toy.
Mhm.
He has not got
After
the
dealing
chance.
with a
He done
divorce,
been
ain't
with his
nobody
wife.
think about marriage.
Think about it. I just divorced. I've been with a miserable wife or unhappy marriage, whatever it is. And I meet Amanda. I'm not going to marry Amanda.
You
I
might.
want to have fun.
You might want to.
And get married. I'm trying to have fun with two of Amanda or three of Amanda.
On people, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm trying to have fun with three of Amanda. I'm not trying to deal with the marriage feeling.
Yo, but
Amanda
the
said it
5
might be
years.
so good, it might change your
I'm about to
mind.
say,
And it
that's
might
the real,
Mhm.
yo, the real,
6 months.
and the real thing,
In
bro.
6 months, honey.
Right, in 6 months.
Yeah.
No, but seriously, a lot of men, when they divorce men, they're not looking to jump back in. They're not.
I don't think they was looking to get in to begin.
No, don't say
So
that.
like
Don't
now,
say that.
so but that's what I'm trying to
Don't
say.
say
Like
that.
the power is in you. like,
say
like
that.
if you know,
Honestly, Rico, I think that's you. If that's how you look at it,
That's how
I
you
feel
look
like
at it. I
that
don't
may
think
be a
that's
you
bad.
thing.
every relationship that all right, now I'm just speaking on me. Every relationship that I got in, like I don't know the last time I said to the girl, yeah, you know what I'm saying, I want to be serious and exclusive with you. I just ended up here looking around. Like,
What I just
damn,
ended
I'm
up
in a
here?
real relationship right
No,
now.
no, that-
How did she get me here? Oh, she's good. I love you too.
Hell no.
Like you feel me?
But
Like
that's- you know that-
I love you
Rico,
too.
Rico, that's a man. But
That means y'all ain't in no
I love you
relationship.
too.
Rico, that's
All
a
right,
man.
like
Rico, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest
we
with you.
didn't
Rico.
like I didn't ask to be here. I just
No, but Rico, that's
I
a man
followed
that
your
don't have a
ass
purpose.
goofily like this,
Nah.
glasses off, eyes
Nah.
closed, open up, voila.
Rico, that type of man is a man with no purpose. A man with a purpose is not even moving in that direction. A man, I don't. That's a
No,
man
that's a
that
good
doesn't
ass
have
woman.
purpose.
Yeah, she's a good.
Funny as hell. I ain't gonna lie. Said, I love you too.
Again, a man that's with no purpose. A man with a purpose and a mission and have his life intact and in order is not looking to just play.
No, I'm trying to tell you that. First of all, yeah, they're looking to play, but the problem is they end up playing they ass into some real shit with a chick who was really good, and next thing you know, it's like I'm here. Like you feel me? So and that's what I'm saying. So he got married. He gets married. It'd be the same dudes. You if you ever hear a guy's homie say, "Damn, when did you get married?" That means that you did your job because he had no intentions.
That happens to some men. I'm not gonna lie. That do happen. Sometimes a baby is a situation you're comfortable, you think it's the right thing to do. But I do believe that there are men that have the intention of wanting to be married and have a family.
That's poetic as fuck.
If they come to that.
That's poetic.
No, it's not. No,
There
it's
are
not.
men like
There are
that.
men that want. I'm raised around it. I'm raised around it, so I know for a fact there are men that are like that. That want their own. That's why I saw something recently on TikTok, and it was a passport bro, and he was saying, get all the come over here, y'all. And this one lady, she's a sociologist. She spoke. She said the reason why we're so appealing more than the American women is because we have men around us that make us want to be submissive. We have men around us that make us want to be wives. But she said it's not okay to put down the American Western women. She said the men in our culture, they want their bloodline to last. They want family. They want marriage. So I believe it's based on where you come from and what you see.
Makes sense.
That's what it is. It's about what you see. If you're raised just to see single mothers and nobody married, of course you're going to have that type of talk. I don't want to be married. But if you're raised in an environment where you see everyone around you in your 5-block radius is in a family, have a career, have their shit together, that is what you're going to aim for yourself.
Man,
Okay.
look, that sounds good.
No, I actually agree with T because if what and I always say this, you aspire to be what you see, and it's hard to be something that you don't
That
see.
you have never seen.
So if all my aunties and uncles are married, my grandparents are married, all my cousins are married, my siblings are married, everybody has a family, and I show up a little friend at that, I look stupid as hell.
That's how I feel when I go to family function. When I go to family function in my household, I'm embarrassed. You want to know why? Because I'm the only divorce in my whole family. My whole generation of family. I'm the only one that do not have a partner. So when I show up, they giving me dicks and bags and gifts, and I'm like, why the fuck? Well, you're lonely, but
yeah.
I'm the only one that's not in a relationship that is not legally married in my whole family.
Is it because we have somebody that says, a gentleman says, I want to be married, but I'm not gun-ho about it. Is that what you mean? Is like eventually he's like, yeah, to establish my family, and shout out to Jeffrey Woodland, to establish your family, I guess, like you said, your legacy.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I want to get married, but am I sitting there, oh my God, I can't wait to get married? No,
Yeah.
I think that, Rico, is that what you're saying? That most men aren't gun-ho about it?
99%, and they understand what I said. What I'm saying, like,
Honestly, no, I didn't know that's what you meant.
no, I said men understand. That's what I meant by they.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I thought you meant us because you kind of sounded
Sound
like
like men don't
you're
wanna
saying
be
like
married
men
at
don't
all.
have those aspirations.
No,
in
I
life.
said that's not our priority. Like that's not our.
Sound-
If there's like 10 things on there, it might be number 7.
Well, it's understanding for
Maybe at a
American
certain
men that
time in
it's
your
not their
life.
priority.
Yeah.
I wanted to just say.
It's jail cells.
Well, you gotta
Women
understand
over here,
that.
look,
It's
Let's
a
not
difference.
generalize.
That's
You-
not true.
I was about to say
That is not true,
Take
but
the
Alan loves to
freedom.
say
I
that.
know,
That's
like,
not
let's
true.
not generalize
It's-
a
it's
whole.
not
When
that-
you're married, so watch what
How
you
say
say.
that? How you say that, Alan? No, the difference is this: we're in a culture where everybody is trying to hold on to what they have.
Yeah.
Facts.
You have a marriage, you trying to do everything to hold on to your marriage. In their culture,
But you don't have to hold on to a
No, no,
marriage
no.
there.
You
That's
gotta
the
understand.
problem.
The reason why it's a little light-headed and different light over there is because, a man could have more than one wife, depends on how their circumstances are. Here, there really ain't no rule to it like that. Over here, women are really, he said
Monogamy.
holders. Monogamy is a bit hard. It's challenging.
It's not hard.
ve- no,
It's
no.
unrealistic.
It's not unrealistic. It's hard. It's pressure. It's not easy to
It's
be in a
unrealistic.
full monogamy
Men
relationship.
just be horny. as hell.
It's work. It takes work, and that's why it's a little hard.
No, it takes unrealistic work.
It's-
And
no,
the, and the
it's
thing
not.
is this.
So, is it unrealistic for a woman to be monogamous?
Anybody could be unmonogamous. What the fuck? I was just blasted. Like the thing is,
choking on dick over there.
word, so
No, that's what Aaron. That's what
It did sound like choking on dick.
what I'm trying to say is, it's unrealistic in general. I don't care what
For women?
gender.
For
I don't
women?
care what gender you
You're
put
not-
it.
not- so then
So
you
what I'm saying
understand
is
for
this.
yourself.
What I'm saying is this. It's unrealistic in general. Now, if you want to be technical, it's more pushed over here in America, and the women that want monogamy in America have more expectations than the other countries that you're comparing to, right? More demands and less reciprocal.
What's reciprocal for you? What is it that men are given so much that
Over there?
women are not here?
Wait,
You just said that
in
less
comparison to the
are
women
less
over there.
reciprocal. So let me ask you this, and I'm gonna be realistic now.
Are
Is
you-
it that because a lot of time men like to say women are not this and men are not this. Both of us ain't really doing much, right? You would say that, or are you saying this?
I would disagree.
All right, so you feel women are not giving much.
I
Why
would
is that?
wait, giving much.
Much of whatever y'all require. What
They're
is
not
it?
giving.
Yeah.
not
Oh, we're
giving.
not giving.
You're not giving much.
We're not.
You're not
Women?
giving. Not
Really?
giving.
What if-
Giving.
Giving.
Yeah, giving.
I was about to say, why are we keep repeating?
That's what I'm trying to find out.
Did you
No,
say
I think he's saying the
giving?
difference between given and giving.
No, she's saying giving.
Giving.
Yeah, she's saying.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
trying because she's looking at me like she doesn't understand what I'm saying. I'm
That's
like,
why I'm like,
That's
I
what's
said,
happening.
are you
I
saying
ain't
giving or
I
giving?
thought we were all on the same page.
yeah, I said giving.
I was
I'm
until
like-
he said it like 50 times, and I'm like,
what I'm lost.
I'm
is
trying to
going
figure
on
out
here?
which word you said because I'm like giving or
ING.
giving.
ING.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Jaron.
Not women are not giving much. That's what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
You said that I said that, yeah, or that's what I
y'all men
believe.
feel. That's what y'all think.
Well, in comparison to outside,
So
and by outside, I mean out of the out of
America?
countries, yeah,
Okay.
out of comparison to other
Non-Western.
countries.
So Rico, do you think that based on what has happened to us as a culture, people, black men and black women, let's talk about those two, right? Black men and black women, based on what has happened to us as a people, right? Our women come across dysfunctional, not giving, not ratchet, loud, whatever y'all want to put the title on us as, and y'all feel the women overseas are more giving to y'all. They more
Reciprocal, yeah.
reciprocal. They're more whatever submissive, all of that.
Hmm.
Do you realize that it's a reason for that, right? Overseas.
Okay, let me ask you this question because I want to ask you this question, right? Black people in America, African Americans, colored, whatever you would like to call them,
Not colored.
Not
it's
colored.
crazy.
Same
Like
color.
I don't even like African American. Like that's a new terminology, but whatever. People of color,
Mhm.
right? In America, we have always had a rough shake in terms of finances, right?
Okay.
Okay, I'm just making a comparison. Hear me out. Could we say that right now we are doing pretty well? Maybe not every single soul, right? But collectively, I would say that we've made
We came a long way,
substantial
yes.
strides, right?
Yes, yes.
I would also argue that we probably have a good comparison number in how much of our success, to at least a living ability. Maybe not the richest, but definitely a living ability in comparison to the other cultures here, correct?
Wait. No, see, and I think that's where we're wrong because when we compare where we are to our counterparts, it's significantly lower.
Yes.
Like significantly. Like
Significant.
yes.
Yes.
Like the
Yes.
rate of
There are
the
people that
rate of
are
growth,
way lower than higher.
it's significantly lower. Home ownership,
Yes.
money.
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
bank,
No. Wait.
liquidity,
Education.
Well, first of all, we have to really see what significantly really
Oh, I
means.
will tell you, New Orleans, Mississippi, all those states that are having people in housing and the crisis rates of living compared to the East.
Can you give us
You
a
gotta-
number?
Yeah, no, I would
It's
need-
significant.
I would need to
very
know what's
low.
significant.
What disparity are we?
Like just disparity as far us versus our counterparts when it comes to
Housing.
home ownership, not even
Finance,
housing,
education.
home
I was really
ownership.
more so on just finance in general.
But home ownership is a part.
For
It's like
something
the
simple to
crucial. It's
search,
like the hallmark
guys.
of finances.
I mean, it's one.
No,
right.
it's like in America.
We're
it's
still
a
dealing with
hallmark of-
disparities.
But
either way.
but the point that I'm really trying, we can go ahead, we can figure it out. That's still
Mary's
not
gonna
that's
come
not gonna
just a
stop.
second.
That's not gonna stop. That's not gonna stop. The main thing is this:
Mary will get
there has
to
been substantial amount of strides, knowing and giving all of our cultural background
Yes.
Okay.
and history
Okay.
here. Okay, but there's no excuse for
For what?
anybody to be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna go
Wow.
to school.
It is very significant. So the rate for Black Americans compared to their counterparts,
under
you're talking about
70.
29% as opposed to 72% in their counterparts
To do what?
in terms of home ownership.
Okay, but
mean, our
in
finances
finances
very
in
low.
general,
That alone.
that does
gives
not
you
mean
the basics.
finances are
I
very
think
low.
I think what home ownership generally signifies is it's kind of a hallmark of finance. So
Exactly.
so
Yeah.
essentially, I think that's what
Listen.
used to happen when people establish wealth, generational wealth. So
Generational wealth.
No, we can go with that, but that's not necessarily true. First of all,
so
it's
you're
it's a
thinking
flawed
that
stat because I
no,
can.
we can't do that. We can't
Yes,
do
we
that.
can
about to say, I
because
can't.
we
Okay,
can
well,
just say
let me look for finance, and you guys
just look for
continue.
finance because ownership is a yes in general in generational wealth. I will
Based on ownership.
I will agree. But in terms of finances right now, I'm talking about day to day. How much money are you making
Most
a
of us
year?
are not.
How much money are you making a year? On average, it's not significant in terms of our counterparts. And that's going to be found out, right?
We'll find out.
But moral of the story is, before we get caught off on a tangent,
Mhm.
at the end of the day, that's not an excuse for any African American person of color who grown up and say, yo, you know what? I'm not going to do my best to figure out what job to do with my life, not to go to school or whatever the case may be. There is no longer that excuse.
That's not.
Do you want to hear it?
Yeah.
Okay, so white Americans hold 84% of the total U.S. wealth, but only make up 60% of the population, while Black Americans hold 4% of the wealth and make up 13%
That's
of the
so
population.
Oh, everybody got the bag. No, everybody
But
got
we're
the bag.
still not
Do y'all
talking about
wanna-
the same thing, though.
Do y'all want to let it be known that I was very right?
You was very
not-
right.
I don't fucking make up stats.
Exactly.
Maria,
We
can you
both
do-
right.
What,
Maria, do me a
what
favor.
are we trying to establish? Wait, hold on, real quick.
It's
Just because.
significant.
That's-
Okay,
first
what
of
are
all,
we
we're not
trying to
talking about the same
establish?